Fresh beats.
1043, you know what's good. The Urban Fix, Big Homie, and Dubs, as well as Martin Amushendje.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Martin. Whenever you name Martin, I think of the dude. Martin.
Okay, no, wait. No, we have to address this right now.
Yeah.
How come Martin got 2 air horns today in the show? 2 air horns, and I have to beg for an air horn?
Be nice as a guest.
You know, you just moving.
You know when you have guests over.
You are moving up on that list
gotta
of
take care of
When
the
you have
guests
guests over, you take out the best silver.
Aware.
Yeah?
Thank you.
They don't eat with the basic bowls.
Thank you.
Aware. Bring up the good stuff. Any noodles, this is Martin Amushendje, man.
Yes,
He's
sir.
an artist, all-round creative, man.
Yes,
Welcome
sir.
to the show. We really appreciate having you.
Thank you for having me, man. It's good to be here.
So let's go back quick fast.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
from your switch up from Nasha Blaque to Martin
Nasha Blaque,
Amushendje.
yeah.
Why?
2 things: growth, and I think it's also just taking responsibility. You know, when you put your name on something,
Yeah.
I think there's greater rewards in doing that if you do it right. So I decided just to go to my name. I didn't want to like hide anymore, and plus because I was also doing music and I was doing visuals.
Yeah.
If you search Nasha Blaque, you won't know who Martin Amushendje is, the
Word.
visual artist. So
Word.
I kind of just wanted to merge everything. Yeah.
Okay, just following in line with that, we had a conversation a couple of months ago, and you were asking us about like Nasha Blaque. Is this Martin Amushendje or is it Nasha Blaque? And
Exactly,
we were
yeah.
trying to like make out like, okay, does he still have the name or not?
Yeah.
And getting back to what we spoke about off air, you said brand management is like so important, and
Yes,
I've
it
also
is.
noticed it like with myself, like instead of having like a pseudonym or something that people could know me by, I feel like when you go by your name,
Yeah.
the people know you better. That's
So this is a respect your government.
this is respect your government situation. Put some respect on
I
my
think it's just more personal, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hear you.
I mean, you can't go to a corporate now and be like, "Yo, what up? I'm Dubs."
Oh, wait, but why not though? Why not though? I mean, that doesn't stop Hove.
Oh,
True,
You know,
true.
it doesn't stop Rihanna.
Yeah, but
That money,
but the setup that we have here, you know, with how our people are already so snacks. You know, now you come there and they're just like,
This guy.
Who's this dude?
"Who's this now? What?" But you come there as I'm Martin Amushendje, like.
Listen, Martin.
Yo.
Last year you did your first solo exhibition.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Blood on her face.
Yes, it was.
Man, that was pretty deep. I saw Xavier was actually one of the models in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looked so awesome. It looked like something out of a Vampire Diaries series.
How was
or
it received?
It was received, it got mixed reviews, but that's actually what I expected, you know what I mean? Because I didn't really put a concept to it. I just did it as a testimony to my ability to create something like that, you know what I mean? But, people linked it to gender-based violence and things like that. I'm like, guys, it's not, well, look,
So
that's what you
was
think.
That wasn't the point.
It wasn't the point. It wasn't the point. You know, I just wanted people to talk about it because, I mean, if they don't talk about it, then it's a problem.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? Or let's say an issue or a challenge.
Mm-hmm.
So I just wanted people to talk.
Now tell me, with the advent as a photographer,
Yeah.
with the advent of these high-end camera phones, has that affected professional photography in your opinion? Whereby everybody's kind of like an amateur photographer. How does the art still now remain, special?
With the introduction with
with these
Camera phones,
high-end.
better phone, camera quality phones and whatnot.
from one side I'll be like, yeah, it's keeping up with the times because everything is so simplified in this day and age. But then also speaking traditionally, I think it would make better sense if you don't play soccer with a smaller ball or anything like that. You play soccer with an actual size 5 ball. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You don't
yeah.
just switch things up because times are changing. But that's just looking from both sides. But I just feel like now that everybody can do it, it kind of leaves a lot of
How are your photography skills with the cell phone though?
I suck.
Really?
I suck.
So that you're saying that with the camera, that's your
That's my
your tool,
forte.
your weapon of choice, and whatnot. The phone
Yeah.
that does not work for you at all.
I try, just for those, quick. I think I work better doing like landscape shots and architecture photography with my phone. But then if it's like portraits and anything, like more creative, then I use my camera because I feel comfortable. I guess it's comfort. Yeah, it's comfort.
So what the bag look like, man? What the bag look like? I mean, can a man eat good off of photography in Namibia as it stands 2017?
Not if only if you're doing corporate stuff, but not in the lane of actually doing creative photography. Because like for me, I'm trying to actually move from doing I do corporate work, but then I'm trying to be an artist, man. You know what I mean? And you can't if you work with corporate. It depends on like
It limits you.
Yeah. It does limit you, but it also depends on the brief. If you're able to like swing them over and just be like, yo, let's go this way, yeah, then. But in general, nah, man, not really.
Seriously. So it's
Yeah.
more like it's a labor of love type situation.
Yeah.
That's pretty deep, man. And I missed your first exhibition.
Yeah.
Oh, I was
There are
there.
many more coming, definitely.
I was there.
And I'm like, is potentially that where the money's at? Like, how does it work at these things? Do people then come in there and then they can actually purchase
Yeah.
some type of situation?
Yeah.
So can one possibly then make money off of that, more money?
That's actually what I'm trying to move into, doing more exhibitions, because that's, I believe, a more lucrative method of making money. Because
Mhm.
everybody likes pictures, want to put pictures up on the wall. It just
Yeah.
depends on the quality, I guess, of the work that you're trying to
And
put
the
out.
bank balance of the person that's purchasing the picture.
Of course, of course. No,
So
you
that's,
must need
so
to.
that's why you have to have
I
your
had a
exhibition
conversation
strategically.
with a friend of
Yeah.
mine from Cape Town yesterday. We were
Yeah.
watching TV, right?
Yeah.
And on TV there was this show about Billy the Kid.
Okay.
Now this person had a photo. There's one known photo of Billy the Kid that was sold for over $2 million some time ago. But this guy had another photo with like 7 people in it, and one was suspected to be Billy the Kid.
Right.
Now my friend be like,
Mm.
man, I would never buy a photo for 2 million. Like why? I would never buy a painting for 2 million. I could use my money,
Yeah.
for something else.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
feel me?
yeah.
Like what's your perception of that? In Africa, do we have taste for things that are not practical?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No.
For aesthetic things that
It looks nice.
Yeah, they just
but
look nice,
expensive.
and I can just look at it.
Yeah, we're coming along, man. If anything, we're a growing continent and we're growing in every aspect. So in the art industry, it's still something that needs to be, pushed a little more.
Mhm.
But we're definitely going in the right direction. I mean, I bump into a lot of people and I visit a lot of places and I always see, abstract art. But I think we're more interested in abstract art than, anything
And
else.
fine arts.
But
Is
they
it-
Well, fine art and
Local.
abstract,
Kinda.
yeah, it's not necessarily the same.
I'm gonna answer that question also for you, Casey, just to add on to what Martin is saying.
Yeah.
We are moving forward with the times when it comes to purchasing stuff like that, and having sculptures and stuff in your house.
Having a Martin Amushendje original.
Yeah, original. Like
No
that's.
way.
I personally, I have to say, it's not practical in my mind for me, the person that I am right now with my bank balance, how it's set up, to
Yeah.
buy a picture that's now maybe worth $12,000. But it doesn't say that I don't desire that. I do desire to have that. I got a gift once of another photographer's picture. It's worth about 12,500 or something.
Yeah.
But I would never buy it myself.
Yeah.
But I appreciate the fact that I have something like that now, and I can be like, yo, look at this, look
Oh,
at
yeah.
that,
But just to add to what you're saying, when you're buying artwork, you're buying the brand. You're not necessarily, yes, you're buying the artwork, but you're buying the brand, you're buying the name.
Yeah.
Let me give you an example. I
Bragging rights.
was buying cologne the other day.
Yeah.
I don't lie, I tend to be a cheapskate sometimes. So there's like this
You'll be both, brother.
there's this post at Vernal where they
Oh
sell,
yeah, they
you
went
can
into
just
the
buy the
oil
liquids,
ones.
right?
That's a friend of mine's spot. Yeah, I know those.
And I was like, why do you guys sell it so cheap? But they're like, no, why is cologne so expensive if I can just come and buy the liquid for $200? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And they were like, no, you're buying the bottle, you're buying the brand.
Yeah.
And for me, that
Wow.
made sense.
It made sense because they put it in their own bottle, so now it's way cheaper than what. Because
Exactly.
now when someone comes to your house, they see that bottle, they don't know that you have a Versace Bright Crystal in there. I just buy myself that perfume at that same spot.
Oh,
But they see the bottle, so they think, whatever. But every time I walk past someone or I greet someone and I hug them, they
Yeah.
always have to say, my goodness, you smell good, you smell great.
And then what do you say? It's
It's like,
Versace.
it's Versace Bright Crystal.
There you go. You're buying the brand.
Yeah, I need to see that person that for real.
No, they're
You're involved in Fashion Week.
yes, I am.
In what capacity? What you doing?
I will be shooting the runway. I'll be on the runway, yeah.
For like all the whole time,
All
or
the shows.
Like official photographer just out here.
All the shows.
all the
Wow.
shows?
Yeah.
That's pretty big. And the Fashion Week it looks like it's gonna be a pretty big thing.
It is, man. I'm very, very happy for them. I'm glad that they came back this year, definitely. Considering, what, all the backlash from last
From
year.
last year,
Yeah.
whatever
But it's about
happened there.
persistence, man, and I'm really happy that,
Quick question,
Yeah.
since you have been to an actual fashion week now, outside of Namibia, not just
Yeah.
now, been to fashion week, you've been in the Lexus
Menswear Week,
Menswear
yeah.
Week.
Yeah.
How would you say, like, are we good for that? competition-wise?
You know, I didn't go to last year's Fashion Week,
Mhm.
but I've definitely seen that we are moving a step in the right direction. You know, it's crazy. You know, everybody's got outfits. I think we still need to get a little more in touch with the fashion. You know, people still need to put a little more effort into their clothes and stuff.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But we're definitely moving a step in the right direction in terms of how everything's being organized. You know, off-site shows and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know, and just the whole craziness around it, media and all of that. So yeah, man, I'm really happy.
Chopsy's made a cocktail in your honor.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
How does it feel to get that level of recognition from your peers? Do you feel you get it enough as an artist?
Like that was actually a collaboration with Red Bull and Chopsy.
Yeah.
And it was for something called Talent Appreciation, where they were just putting me on, and
Yeah.
since they were throwing me a club night,
Mhm.
I had to mix a couple of drinks now for the
Okay.
people. So it was. I got a lot of good remarks. Definitely,
Mhm.
Aesthetically, they looked very, very nice.
Yeah.
You know.
Obviously, the money's not there.
Yeah.
Like, this is Namibia.
Yeah.
You know, the bag is
It's
not
coming
there right now.
It's coming. It's coming. Yeah.
Mhm.
But I get a lot of love, man. You know what I mean? If anything, people come to me and tell me that I'm pioneering something. It's a big role to put me in. But